What's up, man? It's game time, man. It's go time. I'm pumped up. I'm fired up. I'm ready to go, ladies and gentlemen. If you are pumped up and if you're ready to go, type down below, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to get it. I'm pumped up. I'm fired up. I'm ready for the battle. I'm ready for the test. I'm ready for the fight. I'm ready for the challenge. Ladies and gentlemen, the reason why a lot of us don't excel where we think we should excel and we don't do the things that we think we should be doing is because we look at failure as the manifestation to the fact that we're not good enough, to the fact that our skills aren't valuable enough, to the idea that we might not be as good as we think we are. And the truth is this: you might not be as good as you think you are, but I promise you this: you are giving every single talent to succeed prior to your birth. Everything that you've done in your life up until this point has prepared you for that failure. But the thing is, you need to take that failure. You need to harness that failure and put it inside yourself. Put it in your mind. Put it in your heart. Develop some mental fortitude, some mental intensity, some ferocity, some tenacity, so you can go through it each and every single day and say, you know what? I may have failed yesterday, but I'm about to take that anger and that pain and that frustration and that struggle that I felt yesterday, and I'm about to project every single bit of energy that I have towards that project or that goal or that dream or that aspiration. That's where we decide to fail. That's when we make this decision to give up, because we decide for ourselves, not because the universe doesn't want to give it to us, not because the big man upstairs don't want to give it to us, but we don't want to give it to us. We limit ourselves because we look at failure as the end all, as if it's saying you aren't good enough. And I'm here to say that's a lie. That's the biggest lie ever told, because I tell you right now, I was listening to something at the gym today. I was listening to Eric Thomas, E.T. He got this album, and one of the tracks he said is called I Got That Dog. I got that dog. I'm telling you, Charles Johnson, baby, I got that dog. I'm ready to go. Every day, all day. Whoever want it can get it right now. Put me on the stage, put me on the mic, anywhere, any day, any time in the week, it's going down. But I got that dog. And he said, these young bucks out here saying they're going to take my spot. I'm telling you what Eric Thomas is saying, that these young bucks are going to take my spot. And I've said it. You know, I want to be number one speaker in the world. That's what I've said. That's what Charles Edward Johnson Jr. has said. Yes, that's where I want to be. And that's nothing against E.T. Because this is what I look at it is, that all these motivational speakers, well, I don't care what industry they're in, they're all Mufasa to me. And I'm Simba, baby. I'm Simba. And I'm coming for everything that the light touches. And guess what? The light touches the entire earth 24/7. So I'm coming for it all. I'm coming for all the continents. If crumbs are falling off their plate, I'm getting those too. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to get to a point where you're sick and tired of being sick and tired. Some of you are broke. Your account's in the negative. Your account's in the red. And I'm telling you, developing this attitude where you say, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to give it everything I got every single time, even if I fail, because I don't have nothing to lose. You got to do that each and every single day. When you are a young lion in these streets and you get backed into the corner, you got to come out like your life depended on it. You got to attack that job like your life depended on it. Be the best accountant like your life depended on it. Be the best speaker like your life depended upon it. Be the best teacher like your life depended upon it. Be the best author like your life depended upon it. Be the best police officer. Be the best soldier. Be the best accountant, clerk, judge, sheriff. Whatever occupation you're in, be the best like your life depended on it. If you're out there and you're putting in the work each and every single day and you experience the pain, you experience the failure, that's just the truth of it, that the enemy has a plan for you. And he's put obstacles in your way to see if you really want the things that you say that you want. And if you decide in that moment to give up and go an opposite direction or take a 90-degree angle and choose something else, you proved him right and he proved you wrong. You didn't want it like you say you wanted, and he knew you was a quitter from the beginning, because that's the truth of the matter. We always can get the things that we seek in this world, but we fail to notice that we have all the gifts and all the talents and everything required to win. And we just got to go it with that dog mentality. When E.T. says, I got that dog, he 100% means it. When Charles Johnson says he has that dog, I 100% mean it. And I'm coming for everything that's mine. I'm reclaiming everything, and you should do the same. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm the new Simba, and I'm coming for everything that the light touches. It's not your world, it's my world. That's how you need to look at it. Don't look at your failure as the manifestation of you not being good enough. That's false. You have reached the point in your life. You have experienced the things that you've experienced in this life for the fact that you have experienced all those things, and now you've drug all those things to where you are now, and those things are going to be the exact tools, the exact experiences, the exact history that you need to overcome the things that you're experiencing. I promise you, ladies and gentlemen, it can all be yours. It can all be yours. That occupation that you're seeking, it can be yours. That relationship that you're seeking, it can be yours. That degree that you're seeking, it can be yours. Anything that you aspire to be. I don't care if you're trying to go to the International Space Station and be the first in your family to do so. You have the capability and the capacity to do so. I 100% believe that, because we can go out here and we can learn it all. We can do it all. But where people fall short is because they decide not to get in the work. They decide not to put in the work. And a gentleman who shares my last name, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, he said this: I don't start counting reps until it starts hurting. You don't need to start counting reps until it starts hurting. You don't need to stop studying until it start studying until it starts hurting. Ladies and gentlemen, put yourself in a position to experience the pain. Put yourself in a position to go beyond that pain. Because I promise you, that's when you stretch. That's when you grow. That's when your failures become new failures. Because if I failed at level 1, I should be failing at level 10. And then I should be failing at level 20. These things, these failures are nothing but lessons to project us, jump us, propel us to the next level. Ladies and gentlemen, you're trying to get from this level to this level to this level to this level. But I guarantee you, you'll never get there if you give up right now. You'll never get to where you were supposed to be if you give up right now. Look around you. Look at your surroundings. You could go beyond them. I promise you. Those city limits that you live within, that ghetto that you live within, that degree that you live within, that occupation that you live within, that mental limitation that you live within, that emotional hindrance that you live within, that depression that you live within, that addiction that you live within. You can get past it. I promise you. You just got to be willing to put yourself in a position to experience some pain. You got to be willing to learn. You got to have an open mind. You got to go at it with a dog mentality that I'm hungry and I'm here to get everything that's mine, because my cubs are ready to eat. And if daddy don't eat, they don't eat. If daddy don't hunt, they don't eat. If daddy don't go out here and get it, they can't go out here and get it. If daddy don't go out here and get to level 20 so they can stand on my shoulders and get to level 25, then it won't happen. It starts with me. It starts with you. You got to go out here and do it each and every single day. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been wanting to give you this raw, this realistic, this accurate, this wholesome, and without ego speech every single moment of my life. And today is the day. And I can't stop now. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it for me. There is no other there's no other path for me. This is where I decided to be. This is where all my skills have brought me. It's brought me to you. And if you do not heed the words that I'm saying right now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, I'm an expert at nothing else. I'm an expert at failure. I know what it feels like to struggle. I know what it feels like when your bank account is in a negative. I know what it feels like to not reach your goals. I know what it feels like to live with a talent, a potential inside of you that's wanting to burst out, and it's killing you on the inside because you know where you should be. You know how good you can be. You know where you are supposed to be going, the direction and the destination. And it seems like everything's in your way. And you just got to be willing to push beyond those mental barriers, push beyond those emotional barriers, push beyond those physical limitations, because that's all they are. Failure is nothing more than a test. And if you can get beyond them, there's greater for you to have on the other side. Ladies and gentlemen, get this free knowledge right now that I'm spitting, because I promise you in the next few months, I promise you in the next few years, that it's not going to be free. They're going to pay me a lot for this. They're going to refer back to this video today and say, you know what, it was at that moment. That was the catalyst for the projection where he was going. That was the propulsion, the fuel, the fire that he needed in that moment to propel him to the next level. Ladies and gentlemen, I love each and every single one of you. And I'm going to give you everything I got. For as long as I got. For as long as it takes. Because that's all I can do, because I'm here for you. So I promise you, If you give me your best, I'll give you my best. If you give me your best, I'll give you my best. If you decide not to quit, I promise you, your boy not quitting. I've been doing this for years for free, and it's game over for that. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to join me. We should be holding hands, walking to the bank, cashing these checks, projecting our family into the future. That's what we should be doing, getting this generational wealth, getting to the bag, quote unquote. That's what we should be doing. Ladies and gentlemen, I love each and every single one of you. Ladies and gentlemen, you are the new Simba. And you better be going out there each and every single day, sitting with the Mufasa, sitting with the king or queen on the hill, taking in the lessons and learning and knowing and projecting and acknowledging and dictating. I'm here for everything the light touches. And last I checked, the light touches everything on earth 24/7, and I want it all. Money is not the root of happiness. Money can't buy happiness, but everybody want to find out for themselves. Ladies and gentlemen, everything that you want in this world, you can go out here and get. That is not a lie. That is the truth. But the fact of it is, you aren't willing to go out there and put yourself in a place to stretch. And that's what I want you to start doing today, right now, in this moment. Have a good one.